Hi guys, welcome back. So I haven't been posting a lot of videos lately for a few reasons. One is because there is heavy construction outside and it's pretty loud, as you can hear. So I'm making a big compromise here. And sorry you have to hear all the noises. And two, because I was quite busy on many things, and also because right now I'm researching a lot of the questions and stocks that you guys gave me, and it's quite exciting and interesting to look at, so it's very time consuming. So today I want to talk about what I find recently that's exciting for me, which is to look for the opportunities within the fact that China is banning Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. I know from the look of it, it looks like a black swan news. It's quite scary, crashing all the crypto, but this is where it gets exciting, is that we can look for opportunities inside. And in order to do that, we need to first find out or fully understand why the Chinese government is banning cryptocurrencies. And before I begin, let's do a quick update on the stocks and a little bit of the market. Nasdaq is still running strong. The momentum still continues, and even if there is pullback, there is the previous high as support, which is around 2% from here, so not much room. Russell 2000 having a little bit pullback. Something to notice is that the S&P 500 is up at the same time as the VIX index, slightly up as well. Something to pay attention for, but nothing to freak out for now. And even though Russell 2000 is pulling back, nothing seems to stop our growth stocks, especially the Chinese stocks from running. NIO was up almost 10% today, but do notice that the resistance at 49 is not a little one, so we gotta give it some time. EH has nice run up of 11%. I added a little bit more in the morning for a short-term play because it's been consolidating for a while, digesting this day of bull trap with massive volume. And also we're getting really near the 100-year anniversary for the Chinese party. So I'm thinking the patriotism would be getting stronger, and it would be beneficiary for Chinese brands, Chinese technology. And on top of that, what if they use some Yihang drones for some demonstration? LKCO's consolidating, not much happening. There was news about LKCO signing a new contract with a top auto manufacturer and auto parts supplier, but it didn't specifically say who, which is understandable. As I said before, there must be some confidential agreement, non-disclosure agreement, so then they cannot announce which one. And I'm guessing it could be NIO, just my guess. Recently, it has been a few days like this, using good news to open up high and continue lower during the day. So it's a little bit suspicious of the institutions selling or exiting, but the price maintained to be at somewhat a high level, so it could also be trying to make retail investors sell out. The winner today definitely is JKS. Huge run up, 22, almost 23% with massive volume too. It stayed at a high level and did not want to come down, so looks like it can keep running. The momentum is still very strong. It was the earning last Friday. Last week, my Discord member 101 Invest asked if I recommend to hold JKS through the earning report, because last time they dropped close to 20% when they announced earning. And I said to hold it through the earning because the earning shouldn't be so bad, because there might be catalyst. Company hasn't announced good news for a while and might take the chance to announce some good news. It was 37 at that time, last Wednesday on this day. Even on Friday, after the earning, it had run up 13%. I still said keep holding it. And even this morning, after it had run up 10%, I still said I think JKS can still grow. I've mentioned in a few videos that JKS is growing the strongest out of the solar sector because it is so undervalued. Even though it had a great run up, it's still undervalued. So I would say if you have it, just keep holding. Don't be afraid if it's gone up too much. It is at the resistance right now, so it's up to you if you want to try to trim and catch at pullback. But at this point, I don't think it would pull back a lot, because you can clearly see that every time the consolidation is just mainly going sideways and then moving up another ladder. Right now, the solar sector in China, the Shanghai Composite Index, the A-share, has been growing quite well as well. The country is pushing more into solar, integrating the solar panel into the construction at early stage. So I think we're likely gonna see the prime time of solar later. 2 weeks ago when it rise to 40, I said if it can drop back to 36 or 37, treat it as a gift. And we see that last Thursday it dropped to 35 to 37, the lowest, and then grew around 50% in 2 days. I compare with their revenue to another leader, Enphase, and their revenue is really not much difference, while the market cap is a huge difference. So it's still undervalued at this point. But of course, nothing can keep growing like this. So I would expect consolidation or pullback slightly, unless the A share pullbacks a lot. Another winner is the BEST, ticker symbol BEST. I shared a video last Thursday and we bought it around 1.6 and it had grew almost 30% in 2 days, as high as 2.08. So as a short trade, you can take profit anytime. But the volume is super big recently, so I kind of want to hold it a bit longer to see. If it dips more, I might buy more. And if it doesn't give me the chance, then oh well. There are lots of good targets also. Last Tuesday, I called out a golden dip on the cryptocurrencies and the related stocks. So after a week, a lot of the stocks had a great run up. Nine City grew 12% today from the low of 11.7 last Tuesday. I also recommended MSTR and Coin on the Discord. I said if you want to diversify, can choose a non-Chinese crypto related stocks. And MSTR grew from 500 to 600 something today. Not bad as well. The chart looks better than all the other Chinese ones, to be fair. Coinbase also had a nice breakout today. Looks like it can keep running. CAN, it's a little bit weaker in comparison because the whole sector of blockchain grew quite well recently. Mainly because China is blocking the crypto mining activities and also because people think that a lot of the miners can buy the second-handed ones from China, the ones that are banned. And also because China accounted for the majority of the mining in the world. So less mining means less competition. So less need for the newest miner equipment. So that's why it's a little bit more effect for CAN. But I think it's not permanent effect. It's temporary for now. But I gotta admit, the chart is not as strong looking as the others in the same sector. So if you feel worried, you can set a stop loss. So first, why does the Chinese government ban cryptocurrency? And it is quite easy to understand because of the nature of Bitcoin, the decentralization. In the crypto world, you cannot, and I mean the government cannot access a lot of the information about the transactions, the identity, and it can easily avoid a lot of the monitoring from the government. So it can easily create some money laundering and moving out huge amounts of assets out of the country, and that is absolutely something they don't want. And another very important reason is that because they have been working heavily into this big project, which is China's own digital currency, Cyber Yuan. This is the project that they have been working on since, I believe, 2013 for quite a few years. Very, very important project for the government. This digital yuan would allow the government to monitor a lot of the transactions, a lot of activities going on. At the same time, it would link to individual identities with the money flow activities. They are the first for any major economy to release this, but I think it's kind of expected for a lot of the other economy, the government, to also do something similar to monitor and control better the finance system. But I'm not sure if everyone can do it as much as China because it's the nature of the government. I am not here to talk about politics, whether this digital yuan is a good or bad project, but instead I'm just here to look for opportunity on where we can benefit from that, what kind of investments. So to push for this digital currency, it's not something easy, I believe, because even though the Chinese government has so much power on top of the whole controlling system, they still need people to get used to it, to use this. Otherwise, if they announce this, no one is using it, it's completely pointless. It needs to connect to people's behavior, people's habit. And it's something the most difficult to do. You cannot force a habit into people's life. And nowadays, everyone is used to using Alipay and WeChat Pay for all kinds of payments. And that is why I think the government would think about all kinds of incentive to push for this project, to roll out this digital currency. For now, it's still very early stage. I think they are starting to roll this out in some cities, some area in China first, and see how it goes, do some trial and errors, and then keep refining the system. And how I see opportunities in this big transition would be first the infrastructure of building this and also the incentive to push for this project. I think the government would need business to roll out the project because business connect directly with consumers, and the sure thing would be Alipay and WeChat Pay. So last week on June 23rd, the Ant Group, which is Alipay's parent company, had launched this blockchain high-speed communication network called BTN, short for Blockchain Transmission Network. It would allow users to connect to this blockchain network in and out of China from other countries as well, and also at a faster speed, easier access, and more reliable source. So that would be the infrastructure built, but we cannot invest in the Ant Group or Alipay yet. And what other ways other than investing in WeChat or Alibaba? So I think the incentive to make people want to have the transition into using the digital currency would also be an opportunity. And one of the great incentives, especially to young people, would be the NFT project. So right now, I think the Chinese government is strongly pushing for the NFT, which is non-fungible token. In this channel, I have recommended NFT before, and right now, I'm starting to think that this is, before I treated it as a hype, but I am more and more thinking that it's likely going to last, because why the government should push for NFT is that it would act as an incentive for the blockchain project. This would directly connect to people's behavior. It can be something to change the habit. So recently, Alipay is launching a lot of NFT products, artwork, or they call it the skin. 16,000 of NFT from Alipay had been sold out in a short amount of time, and the price could be as high as 700,000 each. I think the NFT is going to be a trend more than a hype. When we think about what to invest, we think about how the millennial would consume in the future, and the NFT might be how the millennial would invest in the future. And when the government wants to roll out something new, it's usually much easier to roll out from the millennial, and NFT seems to be a perfect incentive for that. So I do think the government would likely push for the NFT. NFT could be in many forms, and here I would share with you 2 NFT stocks that are Chinese, and I'm sure many more would come later. The first one is the ticker symbol OCG, Oriental Culture Holding. It is a company located in Nanjing, China. They sell artwork online, so an e-commerce platform for artwork trading. So I think it can be an NFT project that it's quite potential in the future, because not only it can help artists promote their artwork, get their income through this token by selling the digital property or asset of the artwork, but also it is one of the way to roll out NFT, roll out the big blockchain project that the government wants to do. And artwork is originally an investment to begin with anyways. Also, artwork and culture doesn't go against the value of the country. So I don't think they would ban something like this, but more like encouraging it. So the company was IPO mid-December last year and at the price of $4. And right now it has gone through a lot of roller coaster, had been hyped up in March, gone up as high as 17 and come back down and consolidating mostly right now around somewhere between 4 to 6. So I think right now the price level has been more reasonable. If I buy in, I would set a stop loss at 4.4 just to play it safe, because it is a penny stock again. It's only $100 million market cap, so do mind the risk if you do want to give it a try. Don't go all in and just try out with a small percentage. 1 or 2% is enough. And another one is TKAT coal again, ticker symbol TKAT. I've shared with you this a few weeks ago. It had run up a few times, but I think it can grow more than that. Last week, a lot of the NFT stocks dropped hard because of the crypto's crashes. And right now, slowly getting more stabilized. And even though the crypto had crashes, it did not break much of the support, still supported by the 120 MA. So I think it's again worth another shot. This is also a small cap, 194 million. This company is located in Hong Kong instead of mainland China. Both of this, I would say you can try with a small percentage in your portfolio. That's not significant. If you lose it, it's not a big deal, but if it explodes, it can easily grow much more than what we have seen recently. It could double, it could 5x or more, given the fact that this NFT trend might stay for a longer run, and it might be something that the government would want to push for as an incentive to roll out the big blockchain project, the big digital currency project, to get more people, more consumer engaged and build this consumer behavior. Okay, that's it for today. Let me know what you think. If this is interesting and sounds like an opportunity for you. Now, if you have enjoyed this video, please give me a big like and write me a great comment, and I'll see you in my next video. That's it, guys. Hope you can find my videos helpful. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and give me a big like. Thank you.